I told my daughter to cancel her marriage. My daughter Emma came home last Tuesday with this massive grin on her face, practically bouncing off the walls. She's 22, just finished college, and works part-time at some coffee shop downtown. She sits me down at our kitchen table, the one with the wobbly leg that I keep meaning to fix, and goes, "Mom, I have the most amazing news." I'm thinking maybe she got promoted or finally paid off her student loans or something normal. Nope. She pulls out this tiny ring box and shows me this ring that looks like it came from a gumball machine. I'm not even kidding. The diamond was smaller than a Tic Tac and had this weird yellowish tint. "Jake proposed," she squeals, and my heart just sank into my stomach. Jake, this 24-year-old guy who still lives in his mom's basement and plays video games for like 12 hours a day. He works at GameStop part-time, and his biggest life achievement so far has been reaching some high level in World of Warcraft. Emma met him 3 months ago at a comic book convention. 3 months. They've been dating for 3 months, and now they want to get married. I tried to stay calm. I really did. I asked when they were thinking of having the wedding, hoping maybe they'd say next year or something reasonable. "Next month," Emma says. "We already put a deposit down on the community center. Jake's mom is making the cake, and his cousin DJ's gonna play music off his laptop." I felt my eyes start twitching. The same community center where they hold bingo nights for senior citizens, where the carpet smells like old coffee and disappointment. "Honey," I said, trying to keep my voice steady, "don't you think 3 months is a little fast to get engaged?" She gets all defensive immediately. "When you know, Mom. Jake and I are soulmates. We like all the same anime shows, and we both think pineapple belongs on pizza." Pineapple on pizza. That's her basis for eternal love. I asked about their future plans, where they'd live, how they'd support themselves, basic adult stuff. Emma just waves her hand like it's no big deal. "We'll figure it out. Jake's mom said we can live in the basement until we get on our feet. She's already cleared out space for us next to the water heater." The water heater. My daughter wants to start her married life next to a water heater in some stranger's basement. That's when I lost it. I told her she needed to cancel this wedding immediately, that she was making the biggest mistake of her life marrying someone she barely knows who has no job, no car, and no plan for the future. Emma started crying and said I didn't understand true love, that I was being mean because I never liked Jake from the beginning, which was true, but beside the point. "You're 22, I said. "You have your whole life ahead of you. Don't throw it away on some guy who thinks a career is playing video games professionally." She stormed out, said she was going to stay at Jake's mom's house until the wedding. That was 5 days ago, and she hasn't answered any of my calls or texts. Jake's mom actually called me yesterday. Turns out she's not thrilled about this wedding either. She told me Jake's never held a job for more than 6 months and still asks her for money to buy energy drinks. She was hoping Emma would be a good influence on him, not enable his lazy behavior. We ended up talking for an hour about how ridiculous this whole situation is. Two mothers watching their kids make terrible decisions and feeling completely powerless to stop it. My sister thinks I should apologize and support Emma's choice, even if it's wrong. She says Emma needs to make her own mistakes and learn from them. But this isn't choosing the wrong college major or buying a car she can't afford. This is marriage. This is her entire future. I drove by the community center yesterday and saw them hanging up decorations, balloons from the dollar store, and a banner that said, "Jake and Emma forever," in what looked like crayon. Emma was there directing people around, looking so happy and excited. Part of me wondered if maybe I was wrong. Maybe they'll surprise everyone and make it work somehow. But then I remembered Jake showing up to our house last month wearing the same shirt 3 days in a row, asking if we had any leftover pizza because he forgot to buy groceries again. I can't watch my daughter marry someone like that. The wedding's supposed to be this Saturday. I'm not going. I'm not.